When I watch the Sunday shows with my family, and when I watch the specials, and you know that I have become a devout fan, I always notice that you and your darling Evelyn are always curious about the people that come to you. Well, there are people that are curious about my presence here, too, and I think I'd like to tell you very briefly the joy that I get, the fulfillment that I feel, the university, student body, everyone that works here uplifts you. I don't care what the doldrums may be. But more importantly, you preach a beautiful ministry and you say important things on this stage on Sundays and you say them on specials. But I was privileged to see that you put your words into actions. Because I don't know if darling Evelyn knows or not, but I was in the doldrums a few months ago for a variety of reasons. And Oral got on an airplane and he left Tulsa and arrived in Miami to meet with me, and he spent the better part of 3 days with me, my not realizing he knew that I needed a friend. And that's the ministry. That's what it's all about. He does what he says. And the least I can do is come here and pay tribute to you and sit here humbly and grateful that you're my friend.
Jerry, I have a little surprise for you.
Oh, what?
I'm going to ask Patty to come up here. You've just brought her name in. Patty Lewis, would you come up here, please? Sit right up here. Sit right up here.
Well, what a sneaky bunch.
Patty. Hi.
Hi. I've never done this before.
In your whole life?
In my whole life.
I don't believe this at all.
I just didn't feel like Jerry should get away with all this when the more brilliant part of the family is sitting out there, shining and radiant.
I feel like the Jewish Texan Jinx.
And you married a Christian.
Oh, yeah.
I want to congratulate you
You're
on
welcome.
that, Jerry. I think you're making progress.
Yes.
Now,
oh, yes.
Patty,
she's a Christian, all right.
You were here on January 24th, 1976, 11:30 a.m., which was the moment I was born several years ago. Yes. And we broke ground on the medical building, and you were there, and you and Jerry helped turn shovels. We're going to get into that in a minute. But to me, having you all there with all the others meant something, because about 30 years ago, I started my healing ministry, and this guy, somewhere back 25, 30 years ago, started a healing ministry. He didn't call it that, but that's what it turned out to be, helping boys and girls with muscular dystrophy, some of whom are now living, who might have died. And, can I stop and tell you something funny?
Who's going to stop you? It's your store. You own this whole store, don't you know that? You're the janitor, the superintendent, the boss, the president. You're the whole ball of wax. Didn't anyone tell him that the name out there is his?
Would you shut him up? Jerry, you've been kind enough to have me on your muscular dystrophy show several times. First time was New York City. So I walked in and did my thing with you and was leaving, and all the autograph hunters were outside. And a young lady ran up to me, said, "Are you anybody?" And I said, "No." She said, "Sign anyway, just in case you become somebody." That happened on your show. And here we are together on ours. Patty, you have a serenity in your face, a faith in your heart. When I'm with you, I feel better. That's one reason I wanted to call you up. I didn't ask you, Jerry, because, you know, he likes the limelight so well, he doesn't like to share it with his wife, except in the private hours. But publicly, here we are. Just so wonderful to have you here.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit.
He tries to hide so much of those concerned feelings that he has for people. Of course, with muscular dystrophy, he doesn't. He wants to help. But it goes beyond that. It goes to you, it goes to Evelyn, it goes to everybody here. If he could right the world, he would do it. And he spends his whole life doing it. I can't say anything more.
You were telling me when I was in your dressing room, Jerry, with your family, that little Joseph has cut out a lot of the ideas we have in our books and all, puts them on the wall of his room, and he has one that he says.
Yes,
You suppose Joseph would come up here and say that?
I think you
Oh.
would.
Where are you, Joel?
Oh, I can't take it.
Okay.
Oh, I can't
Now,
take
Dad, Jerry, you just simmer right down and let the star of the family come up here. Hide you, Joseph. Turn right around here, and I want to hear you say it. It thrilled me. There we are.
All right, I think I'll say the whole thing. We shall not grow weary in well-doing, so in due season we shall reap if we faint not.
Yeah. That would give him a tip. Thank you.
Well, I think this is the way the King family got started.
Nobody's ever had the Jerry Lewis family like this together.
No, they have never
Took
been.
the good Lord to do that.
Yeah, and it also took your sneaky ways of working it out.
Name one.
Well, name one. I am supposed to be the director of this program, and everything goes through me. Now, apparently, I've missed a few items.
What's really inside your gut for people? When you get that gut level feeling, and you get up there and spend those 6 to 6 hours before and after that telethon, and then you work all year to get ready for another one. And
It's all the same gut level, OR, that you have. The concern for man, the need to reach out and help those, because I think that the good Lord has given us a marvelous place to be, and I think that we take some beautiful fruits from that place that we have been given by Him. I think you have to put something back.
plant a seed.